everyone. Thank you for being here with us today. I'm Katie Starantino, the Director of Wellness Initiatives, and we're excited because our team is together to talk to you about some healthy recipes. We know that many of us are getting some fatigue in the kitchen, so we're happy to share some of our favorite healthy recipes with you today. And I'm going to start with a dip that is very easy and very healthy and actually might surprise you with what you can dip into it. So you just need a can of black beans, a can of pineapple, which you'll drain, salsa verde, a little cilantro, and chop up some red onions, and you'll mix it all together. I like to add a little cojita cheese, and you measure with your heart, see what you like. And you can, of course, use chips in this dip, but you can actually also cut up a white onion into chip size and try that out. And I know that sounds strange, but I'm not the only one that likes it. So I hope you enjoy it. And now I'm going to pass it over to Elise to hear her healthy recipe.
I recently discovered this recipe. It's called Harmonizing vegetable soup. Really like this recipe because it's both tasty and nutrient dense and has very little processed foods. It's good for boosting your immune system, which is what we all need right now. So here are the steps in making the soup. Begin by cutting all the veggies that are listed in the list of ingredients. They're vegetables and herbs. Once that's done, you can cook the quartered sweet potatoes in boiling water for about 20 minutes or until tender. In a separate pot, saute the onion in oil over low heat for about 3 minutes. Add the garlic and saute for an additional 2 minutes. Next, you can add the vegetable broth, the celery, the cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, red bell pepper, and green beans. Heat until the vegetables are warm and slightly tender, but still crisp, about 3 to 5 minutes. I prefer vegetables crunchy because I think they're more nutritious that way. The next, you can add the chopped tomatoes, the spinach leaves, the ginger, the basil, the salt and pepper, and the cayenne. Reduce heat to low and simmer for about 10 minutes, allowing all of the flavors to combine. And that's all you need to do for this soup. It serves about 6 people and there are about 111 calories per serving. So I hope you enjoy it.
My name is Jennifer Schwartz. I'm a wellness coordinator at Friends Life Care. One of my favorite healthy recipes is massaged kale salad with mango. It's an easy recipe with just a few ingredients and no cooking involved. Dark green leafy vegetables are nutritional powerhouses. I know I should be eating my greens, but raw kale is usually tough and not to my taste. However, massaged kale is a totally different story. It's soft and tender, easy to eat, even easy to go back for a second serving. To make a massaged kale salad, you start by cutting up kale into thin ribbons and putting it into a bowl. You then drizzle some olive oil and lemon juice and a tiny pinch of salt onto the kale and use your hands to give it a good massage. You squeeze and crush and knead the greens for about 2 to 3 minutes, breaking down the fibers and working in the flavor. You'll notice a change in texture almost immediately. The kale leaves get nice and relaxed, perfect for your salad. After the kale has been massaged, you can set it aside to make the dressing. The dressing is a combination of lemon juice, honey, and black pepper, whisked together with olive oil. The other salad ingredients are diced mango and toasted pumpkin seeds. Toss together and serve. The flavors of this salad are bright and citrusy from the lemon, sweet from the mango and the honey, plus you have the silky kale and the crunch from the pumpkin seeds. One nice thing about this salad is that it holds up in the refrigerator for several days. It doesn't get soggy, and in fact, it might even get better. And another nice thing, this is a flexible recipe. If you don't have a ripe mango, you can sub something else like apple or pear or even roasted sweet potatoes. If you don't have pumpkin seeds, toasted nuts are another option. So for an easy, healthy, delicious recipe, try a massaged kale salad. Look at this colorful plate. After we finish filming this video, I'm looking forward to eating it for lunch, and I hope you try it too. Now I'll turn it over to Cheryl.
A fun and healthy recipe I enjoy making is Zoodles. Zoodles are spiralized squash and zucchini noodles, often used to replace pasta. A quick and easy way to prepare zoodles is to saute them in a pan for a few minutes using cooking spray or olive oil. When complete, add sauce or leave plain. Add a lean protein like chicken, salmon, or shrimp. Sprinkle with Parmesan cheese, season to taste, and enjoy. Jen, what's something you enjoy making?
I also enjoy the pasta, so I've been trying to find alternate healthy pasta recipes because I know that they're an easy one to go to. And with 2 children, I'm trying to find alternate ways to just swap out the carbs. So my recipe is a baked hummus pasta. And this was a new one that I tried recently. And the main dish starts with cherry tomatoes, olive oil, and you season it around the sides with some oregano, basil, some rosemary. And then what you do is you make a little well in the center for the hummus. You put the hummus inside, make sure all the seasonings are mixed in. And I actually, when doing this, learned that hummus is actually supposed to be served warm or lukewarm because that's where you get the best flavor, where I've always eaten it cold with vegetables, but this was a new learning experience for me. So you put that in the oven, you let that season, the tomatoes get a little bit bubbly. And then what you do is you mix it all together and it makes like a little bit of a creamy tomato sauce with that, and the hummus gives it a little bit of that creamy flavor. And then what I did was, you can use any pasta if you do want to use pasta, but we used a chickpea based pasta, which was also very good. So you can use gluten-free, whole wheat, whole grain, or you could even make this with just a whole bunch of vegetables. We use the chickpea pasta. So you boil that on the stove while the tomatoes and garlic are cooking in the oven. And then when it's all finished, you pull it out, you add the pasta, you add sun-dried tomatoes. You also add a little bit of nutritional yeast, which is a protein, and it also gives it like a cheesy sauce flavor without adding the cheese. So this is a vegan pasta dish recipe, a good alternative for those who enjoy Italian pasta like myself. So I thought it was a good one to share, and it would be even better starting with Jennifer's salad, and then we'll turn it over to Carol for a dessert to follow up with.
So this is a not particularly healthy, but very delicious, very easy, beautiful to look at dessert. It's called chocolate Kahlua dessert. If you have a trifle bowl, that's a great way to serve it because it looks very pretty. If not, any bowl will do. There are only 4 ingredients: a chocolate cake mix, a 1 package of instant chocolate pudding, a large container of Cool Whip, and some Kahlua. Although the Kahlua is optional, I personally would not leave it out. So you're going to bake the chocolate cake like the directions, any shape, doesn't matter because you're going to be crumbling that cake. The pudding calls for 2 cups of milk. You're going to use 1.5 cups of milk and 1/2 cup of Kahlua. It won't be as thick as normally when you would make chocolate pudding, but that's okay. Then you're going to get your trifle bowl, crumble the cake, a layer of cake, pour a layer of the chocolate Kahlua pudding, a layer of Cool Whip, and repeat. You can top it with some chocolate bits or shaved chocolate. It looks beautiful in the trifle bowl. I recommend refrigerating it overnight because the flavors really get together. It's beautiful. It's delicious. You could probably make it a little healthier by having, or at least fewer calories, by using some sugar-free Jell-O and perhaps some light Cool Whip. But I think you will enjoy it. So indulge.
I'd like to thank everyone for sharing their recipes, and we hope that we have inspired you in the kitchen. Bon appetit.